Alright guys, so I got back just now from the screening of Jurassic World Rebirth in Dolby Cinema, and here are my thoughts. No movie in this franchise as a whole will beat the original movies. None of them, no matter how hard they try, but it seems like with this new cast, the new director and Gareth Edwards, it seems like they're trying to head in a different direction, and is it working? I'm not sure. The movie is definitely, I think, longer than it should be. There are some scenes that do drag. There are some scenes that do keep you on your toes. The dinosaurs, the way that they use them in this movie, the way that the cinematography, the director, the CGI, there's definitely more horror elements in this movie than the previous films. And this dinosaur right here on the wallpaper, he's not. I don't think it's used enough. Like they make this dinosaur, they make it out to be the main villain, but the main villains overall were all the dinosaurs and the obstacle that got in the way of the main character's quest. And the obstacles that they encountered, they were not fairly quick, but they definitely were, thank God, the main takeaways of the movie. It seemed like the obstacles that got in their way, everything that had to do with the dinosaurs, everything that they encountered, it seems that part was always the more intriguing portions of the movie. The dialogue, or whenever the main characters themselves had the screen time, this movie, the build up throughout the whole entire thing, it really just makes you want to see just the dinosaurs. The main characters do a good job. Scarlett Johansson, Jonathan Bailey, Mahershala Ali, everyone does their job decently. And when they don't force any humor. They find a way to blend that in very, very nicely in their dialogue. I just wish this movie had like a little bit shorter. Like, granted, it was nice seeing the dinosaurs out in the real world to see how they, live out there in the real world, and not like in a cage like the previous films. This movie was definitely different in a good way, with the director obviously being, I think, its first time directing a Jurassic World movie in Gareth Edwards. The previous film I know he directed was The Creator, and he definitely nailed. He definitely did his job great in this video, in this movie, because the cinematography was so different in this film compared to the other films in a very good way. This was definitely a sign of the beginning of a trilogy, for sure, in my opinion. It was nice seeing a new cast in this franchise and not the same ones from before, even though those movies I think were better. But it was nice seeing a new cast. It was a breath of fresh air, and I'm looking forward to seeing how far they can bring this franchise, how far they can take it, because I thought that it went slowly downhill after the previous one, Jurassic World Dominion, and the one before that, Fallen Kingdom. Some of these movies were great, some of them were not necessary, but this one was great in its own way, its own, I think, standalone Jurassic World movie, and they're looking to make this into a new start for a new trilogy, new franchise. Rebirth. It literally looks like a rebirth of a franchise. Like they're bringing back Jurassic World, but more like with newer people, a new director, and just it looks like they're adding more scary looking dinosaurs, because there were definitely some horror elements in this film that gave me some jump scares. I'm not gonna lie to you. They did a good job showing how dinosaurs really are in the real world and not in a cage. So overall, this movie, I think I can't say it was a great film, and I can't say it was a bad film. I'm giving it a good B grade, because the director gives this movie a hopeful start of a new trilogy, a new breath of fresh air. I love the cast: Scarlett Johansson, Jonathan Bailey, Mahershala Ali. The music, they try bringing back the original theme song, but with its own remix version. I love the setting. I love the journey they've been on. The unforced humor that mixed well with the script, the dialogue, and overall, this was not a bad film, and it definitely has some horror elements that I've been looking for in a Jurassic World movie that we haven't not gotten in the past. So, yes, you should go see it. And actually, yeah, the screening was in Dolby Cinema. See it in Dolby Cinema. The dinosaurs, the sound design, all the music, it all sounds much better in Dolby Cinema. And if you're looking to watch a movie, especially a Jurassic World movie, and you want to hear as much audio and the best visuals as possible, this movie is surprisingly one of those films should be seen in Dolby Cinema, in my opinion. I give it a good 4 out of 5 stars. It has problems like every film does, but this movie stands alone as a decent new beginning to a Jurassic World franchise trilogy. Hopefully, Gareth Edwards comes back to direct more and more. But overall, with new cast, new looking dinosaurs, and new setting, it was honestly just a pure breath of fresh air. And definitely go check it out when it comes out July 2nd.